Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Detroit Lions. The veteran kicker, Robbie Gould, set to get us started, and we are underway from Ford Field. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They start the drive with Peterson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
Now on 2nd and 13. Cousins. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
They put a check mark in the box. Was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Cousins now to throw on first down. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be second and a couple.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
Yeah, on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Throwing, Cousins. And that will be incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
Now Cousins on 4th down. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Back to the ground, Peterson. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Anytime a ball is thrown in the middle of the field, it's pumped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
On third down. Cousins. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And the Eagles are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
First and goal.
Montgomery powering his way into the end zone. It's a touchdown. And that is what you call lowering the boom down near the goal line. He was going to force his way in no matter what.
They always talk about low man wins when it comes to the offensive line, having the leverage to move the defenders. It's strong man wins when it comes to tackling in the red zone. And if you happen to be the low man and the strong man, that's a huge win.
Extra point by Cyber, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. In motion left here, Landry. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9. Carr. It's caught by Sanders. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to find Mo Alley Cox, his tight end, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line. What now? Express. 29. 29.
From the gun, it's Carr. Buying time to his left. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Carr to throw again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Following the interception, Cousins. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Well, it's only week 1, CD, but right now this offense, they look in mid-season form.
And what we're seeing is the benefits of all their dedication in the offseason. OTAs, mini camps, preseason, you name it, they did it. All that work in preparation, we're seeing them play really well right now. They're making it all pay off.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Carr going to try and throw on third down. Sanders has it over the middle. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 41-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now a 2nd down and 6. They'll go again with Sanders. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Carr going to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Quiddy Pay getting in there and burying him behind the line.
Already up 2 touchdowns. How about that drive killer of a sack there to add to their good play? This offense coming away with no points now when some kind of score was desperately needed.
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Well, down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but still early, still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you pointed out, you got a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting at the half and come out ready to go. But sometimes those coaches can just sense their team. Maybe they're a little flat or they need a little extra inspiration. And he decided to go for it there to try and kickstart things.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. working out of the gun. Cousins in trouble, and he's taken down. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack.
I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, and those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
A big gain on the play. Well, that brings up fourth down.
Fourth down, Cousins. And he finds McLaurin. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. It's a gain of 12 on fourth.
A gain of 12. First down, Philadelphia.
Now again, running right is Montgomery. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And some room to run now. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Adrian Peterson with career touchdown number 126, the same number Jim Brown had during his 9-year career. And the Eagles are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that makes the score 21-0. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over first down 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
First down 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Another run with Sanders. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Right now, I'm just wondering where they turn on offense, Charles. I know we're not in the 4th quarter, but 2nd quarter haven't scored and struggling to move the ball.
I don't think they abandoned the run game totally, but maybe you change up your tempos. Maybe you go a little bit faster, try and catch them back on their heels a little bit to try and accomplish what you want to get done.
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Carr. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he's going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here. The offense schemed, going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
This one quickly into the hands of Landry.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
36-yard line.
Now Carr again. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Eagles are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Odell Beckham, 76 yards. And the Eagles are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half.
28, Lions, nothing. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
29.
Now Carr. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The final shot here before half for Carr. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Michael Ojemudia. And nothing comes of this last-ditch attempt at points as time will run out on this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about one of the last opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Meanwhile, Carr's throw here pulled in by Hilton. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
It's a gain of 7.
3 yards remain for 2nd down.
At the 15-yard line.
Shotgun now for Carr. Over the middle, complete. It's Sanders. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Now receiver in motion left. Sanders will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown. This opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there, maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
Robbie Gould set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they were terrific in the 1st half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that.
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions.
Well, number 1 on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the 3rd, that right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
Here's Sanders. And some space here. 20. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
90 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
He covered a lot of ground, great blocking, and now they can sniff that end zone.
They certainly can, and because of that run, maybe you come back and fake it to him on this play and throw a little play action. Someone should break wide open.
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll run with Sanders. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal.
And Carr's going to keep it himself. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Lions are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
So he's able to sneak it in, and credit to the guys up front.
Oh, without a doubt, because they have the leverage on this play. We always talk about low man wins and one-on-one battles. That's exactly what happened there. Their offensive line lower than the defensive front.
Gold with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. 1st level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes, we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. False start here, 2nd and 7. Now Cousins.
This a quick slant, and he's got Terry McLaurin.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
And an Eagle first down.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. He lets it fly for Lockett. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon.
And the Eagles will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21.
Lions 14. Bradley Penguin set to kick off.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles, if they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback.
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. Eagles, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
Well, it reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one. That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit.
They run over center with Peterson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now at Ford Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Here's Bradley Pinion now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1, because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Carr. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. But just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They toss it left side to Peterson. And he is going to lose yardage here. The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing, Cousins. Touchdown, Eagles. Odell Beckham. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Eagles are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's caught inside the 5. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Under pressure, they got him again. David Onyemata in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
One thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Returnable for Lockett. 51 yards on the punt there. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not. And I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out. And you and I, let's get to the airport.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And good running there as he'll take this all the way out to midfield.
10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter,
and he fires one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Lions are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. He's got room at the 30. Down the left sideline. And in for the Lions touchdown. Russell Gage, 62 yards. And the Lions get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a heavy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter.
Throwing here, Cousins. floating one incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Cousins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Cousins now. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass string in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Play fake. Cousins. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier. He wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Cousins here to throw. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Again, it's Cousins. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up.
And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gain